To talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February the 27th, 2021. Oh man, it's almost over of February. That means it's almost spring, right? It's almost spring. I'm hoping it is. But ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about my hairy shirt. This is all my dog hair. I can't keep nothing nice. My dog likes to shed a lot, but I still love him. And I got dirt on my table. And ladies and gentlemen, we got some SmackDown to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a pretty decent show of SmackDown. Pretty decent. The aftermath of the Elimination Chamber and the road to WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, we got two big segments. The beginning of SmackDown. And we found out who Bianca Belair will be facing at WrestleMania. And Seth Rollins tried to embrace Cesaro to team up with him to take over SmackDown. Didn't work out. He got swung like a maniac. And he got uppercuts to get laid out. So, ladies and gentlemen, bye-bye, Seth Rollins. Leave Cesaro alone. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Bianca Belair. She won the Women's Royal Rumble match. I almost said Women's Money in the Bank. The Women's Royal Rumble match. It goes to WrestleMania, to headline WrestleMania. She might be the main event of night 1 or night 2. I don't know which one. I thought it would be the WWE title and the Universal title on both nights. I don't know. Maybe not. I think they did that last year, but maybe now the women's, the Royal Rumble, and now it's not the NXT women's title. Maybe they will put this title on the main event on one of the nights. Maybe. So we got Bianca Belair, Adam Pearce, and Sonya Deville calling out the Royal Rumble winner. Introducing the Royal Rumble winner. That's better. And Bianca Belair has a choice, but before she was about to choose Asuka or Sasha Banks, Reginald came out and says all that stuff. I think this guy has a crush on Sasha Banks because he says, you were good as a tag team, but if you choose her to fight at WrestleMania, she's going to kick your butt. Why does he keep bugging? I thought you worked for Carmella. We haven't seen Carmella since she threw that wine at your face. And then Sasha Banks came out and told Reginald, I don't need you talking for me. And she just shoves him away. And Sasha says some words. Bianca Belair says some words. And she points at the WrestleMania sign. I'm pointing at my lamp. Says it will be Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So both SmackDown titles, the women's and the men's, are going to be on the line from the Royal Rumble winners. Edge and Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, and Sasha Banks. Well, speaking of Roman Reigns started off the show. He started off the show and he told Edge, you made a big mistake. I thought he wanted Edge to choose him to verse at WrestleMania. And Edge chose him after he speared him at Elimination Chamber. And then he says, I don't like the way that how you chose me, so I want to give you an opportunity to back out, because you don't want this. Looks like Roman Reigns doesn't want it, because I guess Edge's spear is way worse. My goodness. I guess Edge's spear hurt him more than Roman Reigns' spear hurt anyone else, because everybody else, every time he does it, Kevin Owens comes back. And now Daniel Bryan as well. Well, I don't think he did the spear on Daniel Bryan. Did he on the Elimination Chamber? I don't remember. It's been like a week. I'm supposed to remember a week. And then Daniel Bryan came out and talked about how he was a coward and all that stuff. How about the Elimination Chamber, that he was beat up half to death inside the Elimination Chamber, and then he had his Universal Championship match after the Chamber match. And all that stuff. So he says, how about we do this at Fastlane? There's no qualified matches. Nobody's in our way. It'll be Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title at Fastlane. It wasn't official. Jey Uso had some words. And then when that happened, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan had a stare down. And then Jey Uso attacked Daniel Bryan and threw him over the barricade and all that stuff. And for Daniel Bryan's chance to win a shot at the Fastlane to get Universal Championship match. In the main event, he has to beat Jey Uso. If he wins, he gets a shot at the title at Fastlane. That's the main event. But the first match of the evening, we got the new attitude of Otis and Chad Gable will be versing a hurt rib Rey Mysterio and Dominic in a tag team match. We got a new Otis here, and we got a new Apollo Crews. We will talk about that later. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent tag team match, but Otis was destroying everybody, and he almost got himself disqualified, but Chad stopped him, make sure he doesn't get disqualified. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Otis after a big jump off the middle rope to a splash like he did to Rey Mysterio last week, but he did it after the match. But he gets the win. Good job for Otis and Chad Gable. Then we got Apollo Crews. We'll be versing Shinsuke Nakamura. But before the match, Apollo Crews has a new attire now, a whole bunch of green, and he's wearing tights. He's not wearing trunks anymore. He's wearing tights. And ladies and gentlemen, I guess he's done being nice guy, and he's all mean. He has a scarf around his neck. Almost said weird, but I don't know what it means. He's an African American guy that he says. I know he said that. So I don't know what the heck is he trying to say because I didn't really listen to what he said. Shinsuke Nakamura came out, and ladies and gentlemen, before the match, Apollo Crews attacked Shinsuke. Looks like he was about to hit Shinsuke with the steel steps, but the referee got in the way, and he threw the steel steps away, and then the commercial break happens. So after the commercial break, the match starts, and we saw this match between Shinsuke and Apollo Crews. Pretty decent match, not bad. But the winner of the match, almost mumbled there, the winner of the match was Apollo Crews pinning Shinsuke. Both Otis and Apollo doing a good job as a bad guy. But which one of those guys is going to win championships first? Because ever since they came to WWE, they've been a good guy. And now they're going to try to be a bad guy. Which one is going to win a championship as a bad guy? Remember, Apollo won a championship as a good guy. He won the United States title on Raw. Otis has not won a title in WWE as a good guy. So, let's see who wins. We got Tamina versus Liv Morgan. She's getting some wins as well. Tamina and Liv Morgan had a great match. But the winner of that match was Tamina. With Natalya in her corner, and Ruby was in Liv Morgan's, and Billie Kay was not shown this time. But it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Tamina. Tamina gets a win. I get stuff in my mouth right here. And then we have a tag team match, King Corbin and Sami Zayn versus the Street Profits. And ladies and gentlemen, King Corbin and Sami Zayn thinks they could take out the tag team division, take the tag titles. Well, it didn't happen like that because the Street Profits won. Because the camera crew of Mr. Sami Zayn was in the personal space of King Corbin, and then he shoved one of the camera crews down. Sami got upset, and then we got Montez Ford flipping over Sami Zayn outside the ring to attack King Corbin, and they get the win by doing their finishing move. Well, the Street Profits, I had to yawn, I had to cough, choose one. The Street Profits gets the win, but will the Street Profits will become the number contenders to the SmackDown Tag Team titles? Maybe Sami and King Corbin will still be a tag team, maybe. Get those camera guys away from him, and he won't shove them away. Then we had our main event. It was a short main event. We had Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso. Nobody won the match because it was a double countout. And ladies and gentlemen, we got Jey Uso getting a yes lock on from Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns came out to attack Daniel Bryan and put a guarantee on him, and he posed with the championship. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of SmackDown. Nothing big happened on that main event, but we did get on this SmackDown. We found out who's going for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And maybe some great tag teams could be the known contenders to the SmackDown Tag Team titles. new attitudes of Otis and Apollo Crews. I could say even Chad Gable, but Chad Gable been a bad guy before. Right? He been a bad guy. Otis and Apollo, I don't think I ever seen them as a bad guy. They attacked bad guys because they were upset, but they weren't the bad guys. They were the good guys. They were getting personal with like Otis and Dolph Ziggler, with Mandy Rose. It got personal, and so Otis was attacking Dolph Ziggler, but he wasn't a bad guy. People love it because everybody hates Dolph Ziggler because he thinks he's that handsome guy that could steal your girlfriend all the time. And even Apollo Crews, I don't think he ever been a bad guy, even on NXT. He's never been a bad guy. Let's see what they could do. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys Tuesday for Monday Night Raw. That's all for me today. Tyler's up. Bye!